You're almost welcome. Nsanyusa okubalaba. Tubeereko ne silence so that kuba tetulina microphone kyoba sound eweri. I'm very happy to see you, my friends. Mwebala omulimu gwe mukola to promote the industry. Ebiseera ebisinga mu reportinga kye mulabyeko. And there is no smoke without fire. Wadde olumu mwogeramu naye era wabeerawo something. So, ndude banga, I've spent some good time. I'm not communicating. It wasn't because I didn't have what to talk about. But as a good leader and as a professional leader, I use my ears more than the mouth. And I speak when necessary. So this time I felt it is the right period of time that I spoke to the country, I spoke to the artists, I spoke to the media about my view regarding the current situation of the music industry. All of you have been wondering why I'm keeping quiet, but I always like speaking when I have the facts. Abasinga mubadde mugamba nti mbeebalama okufuna interviews okwogera ku nsonga egenda maaso. Nkiddamu nkivuunula sitera kwogera nga sirina clarity. Nkozesa nnyo amatu gange according to the leadership skills. Omukulembeze olina okukozesa amatu. You should be a good listener. Si mumwa. Omumwa wegukolera bwe guti kitegeeza by'olina okwogera obyekakasa. So this time I'm here for the press conference. Byenjogera sikakiddwa. They are coming from the bottom of my heart and for the passion I have for the industry. Nsaba ntandike okusoma press release yange. Naye nja kuba nsoma while I'm doing elaborations. Immediate press release. Phina Mugerwa, I'm the one, Secretary of the Uganda Musicians Association, addresses her analysis about the music industry. Kampala, Uganda, July 20th, it is today, after a 2-month absence from the media and music industry. Phina, the esteemed Secretary of the Uganda Musicians Association, I have held a press conference today at the Uganda National Cultural Center to shed light on the direction of the music industry. I affirm my unwavering commitment to the Uganda Musicians Association. I'm a member of the Uganda Musicians Association, registered. And I remain an active member proudly who serves as a General Secretary, working diligently for a vibrant music community in Uganda. Kitegeeza, Nze Phina Mugerwa, nkyali member wa Uganda Musicians Association ali registered. Era akolanga omuwandiisi w'ekitongole kino. Addressing my recent silence about the music industry, I express how a good transformational leader should always use the ear more than the mouth. Ebiseera ebisinga ntera nnyo okukozesa aka slogan kange, not every statement needs a reaction. Buli statement ejja osooka n'ogiwuliriza n'ogitegeera, then you get to know what to reply. I adopted that from nyebaza nnyo Professor Balunyo Amakara University Business School, and nsomeseza kye bayita leadership skills. So that's one of a good quality of a leader. My silence was not due to any disassociation from music industry. Instead, it was a period of introspection and strategic planning to ensure that I can better serve the music industry. Ebiseera ebisinga bw'osooka n'otaba mugumiikiriza osobola okukola mistake. So always before acting, think twice about what you're going to do. Moreover, Phina Mugerwa stressed the importance of addressing the misconceptions surrounding musicians' earning potential. Musicians should not be misled into adopting a beggar mentality when it comes to earning from our work. This is a special information to the musician. Let nobody tell you nti gundi alina sente zaffe. njoba gundi aterese sente zaffe tewali aziterese. It is just our work. If it is the copyright, it is already there and it is active. It just needs adjustments and implementation. Kuteekamu muntu butono nnyo obuyamba industry. Otherwise, etteekawo eriri era there are several musicians who have benefited from that law. So I think there is a need of sensitizing and creating awareness about the copyright law among all musicians. Before nga tetunnayogera kyekyo kyenkugambye nti sitera kwogera nnyo nga sinnaba kwetegereza kye ngenda kwogerako. So copyright law is there. It just needs some adjustments, some amendments and implementation. For example, we need the copyright levy. Copyright levy, je misolo je bajja ku, for example, CD. Tewali CD etabeerako music. Tewali flash etabeerako music. Tewali simu etabeerako music. So those are some of the adjustments ze twakola with the Law Reform Center, Law Reform Commission, consultations ezaakolebwa about the law. Era weziri, at this time it is at the Ministry of Justice. Mubaddenga mutulabanga tutambula. But I'm very, very happy and I'm humbled that we are having many faces, many new faces in this struggle. That is very good. It is very good. Naye tulina okutambulira awamu. Copyright law gyeri. Naye yetaaga amendment and implementation. So the copyright law is in existence and it works, but it needs to be adjusted and improved for implementation to ensure the royalties are part of the bigger journey for the sector. The creative sector should play a role in lobbying members of parliament to pass the laws that benefit the sector to remain strong and united. Esaawa eno bwe tuba tumanyi nti consultations zaakolebwa nga zikulemberwamu Honorable Hilary Kiyaga. Ziri in charge, abali in charge Law Reform Commission, already teeka liri ku Ministry of Justice. Esaawa eno kye twandibadde tuliko as artists is to lobby member of parliaments kuba gye liri consultations zaggwa. Kati tuwetaaga kulobinga ba MPs buli omu waali so that bapassinga etteeka eryo lerisobola okutuyamba as the sector. Then more still about the copyright. What is supposed to be done? Esaawa eno sisuubira muyimbi kubeerawo okugamba nti gundi wabba sente zange, gundi wabba sente zange. When are we going to stop crying? Tumanye what to do. We should teach musicians what to do. Era fenga uma, we've been advocating for that, to sensitize. Tubayita nnyo ebiseera ebisinga abamu ne tubayita omuntu n'alaga nti ali busy. Naye ffe tetwaggwaamu maanyi ne tutambula. Kyova olaba nti neebaza nnyo like kati media mwababaddewo. You still remember and you recognize and you respect what Uganda Musicians Association has done. Tubikoze. Nemuyita conferences. Let us start concentrating on our industry. Tujitegere. Let us own our industry. If you own it and get to understand it, you will get to know what to do. Abayimbi, if you're having your work, not musicians only, learn how to register your work with UPRS, with URSB. UPRS is the only collecting society. Ye only collecting society jetulina. That means jetulina okugenda. Let's fight from inside, not from outside. Ebintu bingi nnyo ebiri mu UPRS bye tulina otereeza. Naye nga tuli bweru eno, tukyali mu gundi yatubba, mwatubba. Tukomye ekigambo ekyo baatubba. Kuba tetumanyi na kumanya baatubba mmeka. Let us concentrate. We are the bosses. Musicians are the bosses of the collecting society. Esaawa eno twetaaga okumanya UPRS basolooza batya ssente. Tariffs zeezo zennyini, licensing ani agikola kuba mpulira and I have the evidence. Nti when it comes to licensing, UPRS bakwatako ne ku cash. Twandisuubidde nti no sente gye bazikuŋŋaanya, sente zigenda ku account. But when it comes to licensing, it is owned by a crew, by an unidentified a number of people. So baby, you call a follow-ups, not converging in one place and start saying to Ntibatu Bagundi, tugenda kufuna sente tulina okuzeekolera for sustainability. Register your music, protect it. Digital platforms zonna zikole. Ne bw'onooteeka music ku digital platform nga tomuregistarize nga tofunye kye bayita SRC code, tofunye IPI code. IPI code eyo code ekwa-identifying nga gwe nnyini waaka. Bumple ne bw'eneekuba oluyimba kati oli identified nti lulwo, you won't earn. So tusooke tutunuulire waaka waffe. Let us organize our work. You should be with the ISRC code. It is called the International Standard Recording Code. Eno inajifuna ku UPRS. Oba it is generated by a digital platform or distributor. So aba artists tuyinokola sensitization tumanye how to monetize our work. It is the only way. Tewali sente agenda agamba nti bagituwadde sustaining forever. We should look for a sustainability way forward. It is registering your work, protecting it. Oluyimba omuntu n'amanya nti lwagundi. Otunulira digital platforms zonna. Abantu abasinga we bakola music asuulayo busuuzi ku platform. Ogenda okulusanga teruliiko nnyinirwo. Abagezi babeerayo nga balutaapinga. We need to do the fixation of our work. You can find that someone is having a hit. Nenga, he didn't do the fixation. When I talk about fixation, oluyimba ogenda n'otuteekako obwannannyini nti lwange. First register it with UPRS. Then of a digital platform and you gazette all your work and get it protected. Digital platforms nyingi nnyo ezizeewo. We are very happy nti nazo zigenda kuweebwa omwaganya okubeera nga they are working with the industry. Whereby music wamuteka ku digital platform no monitoring, you can even look at your phone no manya nti leero nfunyeeyo zino. Before we cry nti oba batubye, let's not cry for the spilled milk. Settle down, tulabe ki kye tulina okukola. Otherwise, musicians, endeavor to register your work, protect your work. It is you. Document your work. Do the networking. Utilize your platform and educate yourself about the international copyright laws. There's workshops zetuberanga tetubadenga tukola, and we are still doing them. Era mbakakasa nti abayimbi, we will be calling you, our members, those who believe in the association, because in our constitution in Uganda there is freedom of association. So those who believe in the Uganda Musicians Association, nga muli owulira yali ayina kyekoze eri ku mulamwa, you a member registered, please endeavor coming nga tubeera tukuyise when it comes to sensitizing. Tulina programs nyingi ze tujja okukola, for example the digital literacy. Digital literacy nange kenyini nakabiyiga mwana atundudde mu industry, but waliwo bye mbadde simanyi. That means waliwo abaana bangi abatamanyi nti nno sente zaabwe ziri ku digital platforms ziri okwo. But if you protect your music, you will earn money n'otuule waka nga sente zolaba zigendako. That is called sustainability. Let's leave the beggar, how can I call it, that mentality nti gundi batuwadde sente zaffe. No, tewaliwo bagenda tuteeka sente bazikuŋŋaanye nti zino z'abayimbi. No, let us just improve and organize our work, protect it, register it, tubeere nga tuli protected internationally. That is how we can earn. Musicians in Uganda need to be empowered with the skills of monetizing their content for sustainability. It is the only way forward. Sensitizing and teaching musicians how to monetize their work for sustainability, because bw'oba otegedde waakawo omukuŋŋaanyiza otya, omanyi waali, how you upload, you've registered, you have your international codes, sente zonna zigenda ku account yo, there is no way you can sustain your life. UPRS nga nayo bwereeta royalties. UPRS erina royalties nyingi ezaffe, mechanical royalties, zonna ze bakuŋŋaanya, balina kapaso that is done from the downloads, byonna kati bye tulina okuyiga. Tuve mu biri nti gundi yatubba, gundi akola atya, waliwo eziri wano tuwekuŋŋaanye tuzinone. No, let us have a sustainable career. In respect of policies, processes and procedures, I am highlighting on the current state of the Federation that registers its own associations instead of existing associations having a memorandum of understanding to form a federation with a common goal. In reality, the stronger the association, the stronger the federation. A federation is always formed by associations, not associations, not a federation forming associations. In reality, and in respect of policies, procedures, and processes, that is the way to go when it comes to the formation of a federation. I call upon all the artists community in Uganda to remain focused, utilize the structures, and adopt the smear concept used by the most organized institutions for continuity. When I talk about SMEAC, this slogan is always used by the army. You all know that the army is one of the most organized institutions in the whole world. They use the SMEAC concept. When I talk about the SMEAC, S means situation. We have to first look at the situation. Tulimu mbeera ki? Embeera gye tulimu. Nti abayimbi bonna ba artists, they have to learn. They have to learn that they have to earn. But how are they going to earn? It should be sustainable. What is our mission? Fenga fe industry. Tulina mission. Nti omuyimbi alina okubeera nga ali mu profitable music industry. But who is to execute? Wagira structures. Who is to execute? Tulina wagulu ministry, netubera ne UNCC, netubera ne NCF National Cultural Forum, netubera UMA weri. UMA weri awo wetubadde tulina federation bwejja naye ebeera ne position. But then after organizing associations nga zirina memorandum ne forming a federation. So who is to execute? Ebiseera ebisinga there is no respect for the structures. We need respect for the structures if you want to move into a professional music industry. Administration. Nti omuntu asobola okugamba nti bano bankulembera batya. So buli omu, there is struggle for power. Command. Who is in command? If we get to know who is in command and control, we can move a safe way. Nchiddamu nti let us adopt, knowing our situation, knowing our mission, who is to execute, and who is to do the administration. And above all, who will be the one in command and control. It is only through unity and respect that our industry has a guarantee to remain vibrant with a strong, respected brand. Together we can. About Uganda Musicians Association, we are still a profiled institution dedicated to promoting and advancing the interests of musicians in Uganda. It aims to foster a vibrant and sustainable, profitable music industry while advocating for the rights of musicians across the country, for God and my country. Kati mwagala mbidde mu Luganda.